Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Amanda Marshall, and today we are going to talk about what a sensitivity analysis is when applied to finance of a business and how it is used for capital budgeting. Today we will be discussing what the sensitivity analysis is, how a sensitivity analysis is conducted, and how qualitative and quantitative data play a role in the sensitivity analysis, as well as how the information obtained can be utilized to assist in capital budgeting. A sensitivity analysis is an extremely helpful financial modeling tool for businesses both big and small. It is a financial modeling tool that allows businesses to evaluate how a change or changes will likely impact the financial state by determining and analyzing the relationship between a dependent and independent variables related to a potential project or change in business operations. This tool is used to help establish what the risk of a project or change would be based on the data that the sensitivity analysis produces. Knowing how a change would impact the business allows decision makers to make the most informed decisions based on the level of risk they are willing to take, as well as identify risks and minimize risks where possible. The first steps in a sensitivity analysis revolve around the qualitative steps. The qualitative steps of the analysis begin by determining the baseline of the business and how the change may influence that baseline. Once the impact of the change on the dependent variable is determined in the current business environment, then the assessment of how potential scenarios differing from the baseline may be analyzed to determine the varying impacts on the dependent variable. Based on the previously determined qualitative information, a value would be assigned to the independent variables to determine how they influence the dependent variable both at the baseline and throughout the different projected assumptions that could occur. This allows key decision makers to determine a range of values that can be used to assess the overall sensitivity of the project and therefore the risk associated. Throughout the conduct of a sensitivity analysis, it allows businesses to identify the key variables that will influence the dependent factor and allows them to assign a value to the risk. Risk is comprised of three parts, the first being the potential that an event would occur unexpectedly and impact results of the project. The second is that the risk is a part of being, and the third is that how a risk is responded to impacts the influence that it has. The sensitivity analysis helps corporations make more informed decisions and allows the company to establish contingency plans regarding certain outcomes. It also allows them to identify the major success variables and in turn allows the company to be more attentive to the variables that will result in larger successes. There are a few different methods to conduct a sensitivity analysis, and there are also tools such as Excel that assist in the sensitivity analysis. In conclusion, this financial management tool is utilized to assist companies, especially project managers, in identifying risks, assessing risks, and allows them to implement controls. This assists in their capital budgeting by ensuring that they have the information required to properly evaluate future investments and projects through analysis of the anticipated cash flows and return on investments compared to their current cash flow and capital structure. I hope that you all have a better understanding of the sensitivity analysis, its purpose, and how information can be utilized to assess risks and apply them to capital budgeting.